Hello everyone, hope you are doing very well. In this video, I will talk about and demonstrate a very interesting topic which is creating buzz in the industry, which is Microsoft Copilot Autonomous AI Agent. I'm sure it will be interesting for you as well because this is very new concept and this will bring, as per the expert, this will bring the revolution in the industry. So let's go back to history. Like in Microsoft Ignite in 2024, Mr. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, has introduced the concept called autonomous AI agents. We will talk about what is this autonomous agent, why people is talking that it will create the revolution, it will make the revolution in the tech industry. So what is autonomous agent? Microsoft Autonomous Agent are AI-powered tools that can perform tasks independently with human oversight but without human input. Like an example, automation. Autonomous agent can automate processes that were previously thought to be impossible to automate. If we talk about decision making, now autonomous agent can make decisions and run processes independently using instruction and organization knowledge. If we talk about collaboration, autonomous agent can communicate and collaborate with each other to share information, negotiate, and coordinate with actions. Let's go back to the goal oriented. Autonomous agents are designed to achieve specific goals which can be aligned with individual objectives or a shared objective among the agents. Microsoft Autonomous Agent can be used in a variety of business functions, including in sales. A sales agent, can research and prioritize leads, develop personalized sales emails, and help sellers focus on building customer relationships. In services, a service agent can handle customer service query. In finance, an agent can support finance teams. In supply chain, interesting topic. A supply chain agent can track supplier orders, detect delay issues, and optimize communications. We will see an example which I will be demonstrating, and I will talk about on that. Say, in traditional way, a car loan advisor get all the queries from the customers who wants to avail the loan, and based on the policies, based on the requirement, and based on the eligibility criteria, a human agent right now, they actually decide by a lot of email communication, submission of forms. Then the human decides that okay, this customer is eligible for car loan. So for them, they are the car loan advisor. But with the autonomous agent, the co-pilot autonomous agent, which can actually deal with these queries from the customers by the natural language, like it can understand voice messages, it can understand email, it can reply with the details provided by the customer, and it also can analyze whether the customer is eligible for the loan and how much the customer is eligible for the loan and what will be the interest rate. This case study which I will be demonstrating, so that you will understand why people are talking about this, why this is creating a buzz in the industry, and other possibilities. Let's see how and what we can do with the this co-pilot automation agent developed by Microsoft. Let's see in the system. So to create any co-pilot agent, we will utilize CoPilot Studio. So how to open this CoPilot Studio? What you need to do, you need to just go to browser and just type CoPilot Studio, and then from here you can just go into this CoPilot Studio and then sign in with your account. Yes, for using the CoPilot Studio, we need a CoPilot Studio license. I will not talk about which license and what is the cost. That is a separate agenda. But to use or create autonomous agent, we will need CoPilot Studio. So once you have signed in, this page will come up as a home page. You can, so Microsoft already has given some template, like you can utilize the safe travels agent, website Q&A, team navigator, IT help desk, financial insight, store operation. These are all standard co-pilot agent. For us, we will create a new agent. Like As I mentioned, we will be creating a car loan advisor agent. So how to do that? You can go to agent. From here you can click on new agent, or you can directly click on this create option. We will utilize this new agent option. So here is a very beautiful thing that, like, unlike traditional method that to create any flow or to create any automation, we need to give some details. We need to create some flows. If that is this, then it will flow this, right? But here it's all about creating your agent by your natural language. So here you can give your instruction that what you need to do, and go this agent will create the new agent for you. Okay, we will not utilize this. We will create a agent from scratch. We will skip to configure. So here this is the option where you can create your agent, autonomous agent. So you can give a name of the agent, like for us we'll give car loan advisor. Okay, I can change the icon from here. And here is the important thing, that description is not like a description what we do. This description, actually we need to tell what is this agent for. So I will just showcase the description which I have written. I will just copy paste. So like this description, I will just copy paste this. So the description I have written that you are an agent. So basically I am telling this to the Copilot agent that what will be your role. So in my description, what I have written, you are an agent dedicated to assisting customers with their inquiries about car loan eligibility from our bank. As part of our friendly customer service team, you will review the loan eligibility policy and inform customers if they qualify for a car loan for our bank. So it's basically nothing to code, nothing to create any flow, nothing to create any flow chart. Like, it's just you are telling the agent what to do, and based on this, the agent will perform. It's like you are instructing someone what to do, like a human, right? When they join a company, you tell them that, okay, if this is for this customer is a salaried individual, then you follow this process. So similar thing you are doing or instructing this to the Copilot. This instruction plays a major role, but we will utilize this later point of time in this video. Like, an important part is knowledge means, like, as I mentioned, this Copilot agent will check the policy or loan eligibility of the customer, if they're eligible, how much they are eligible. Our case is like, what we are going to do is we are going to create an agent which will handle customer's query. If customer ask that whether they're eligible or not, then agent will perform the analysis based on the policy, either from the website or from the knowledge source we can add in the word file or PDF file. Based on that will agent will analyze that they are eligible or not. If eligible, the Copilot will send an email with the application form. If not, the Copilot will tell that you are not eligible. So that is our case study. So for that, I have already created a loan eligibility policy. See, this is the policy I have created. Which policy said, for salaried individual, these are the eligibility criteria. For self-employed individual, these are the eligibility criteria. And for self-employed in non-individuals and priority customers. If you notice that every segment of the customer having their own eligibility. The first one is the applicant must be at least 21 years of age, the maximum age of eligibility being 17 years, right? And then at the last, it is saying that how much they're eligible if they're falling under the salaried individual, and what is the interest rate. So these are the policy. It's like, if you are telling someone or telling a human that you follow this process, if only the customer is eligible, then you onboard them and or proceed for the loan, right? So this is what we will import. Or if that this policy is somewhere added, like in SharePoint or in maybe in a website, you can also add it. For us, we will just add the Word document. So before we do that, I think we need to first create it. Later point of time we can add this. So I'm just creating an agent. So what we have done, we have given a name, that car loan advisor of the agent. and then we have given a description. Okay. Now we are going to add the knowledge. The based on which knowledge or knowledge source, or based on which policy the agent will perform the task. So before that, you need to remember this is the new thing, that allow the AI to use, no, not this one. So basically, there are two options. One, allow the AI to use its own general knowledge for knowledge. For us, we will disable it. Why? Because I don't want Copilot to use its own knowledge outside the policy. So I will disable it, and here on the orchestration page, I will enable it. Okay. Use generative AI to determine how best to respond to users and event. This is a preview. While I'm recording, this is a preview. So basically, it this is the autonomous agent capability, which actually knows how to respond the customer in the best possible way. We will see how it is. Okay, and now we will add the knowledge. So knowledge means we will add the policy eligibility. So the Word document we have added, we'll just click on add. So based on your file, based on your policy, or how much heavy it is, it will take some time to load or understand or read it for the first time. So it is now imported. So now if you see, this is in progress. This is basically in indexing. Once it is done, it will be a ready in ready state. So just recap what we have done. We have given a name, car loan advisor, to the agent. We have given a description, what this Copilot agent for. Now uh, we'll just test it before we publish this, and we also have couple of things, because this Copilot is not a chat. Basically, this Copilot will receive email from customers, and based on the email body what the customer has queried, the Copilot will answer on that email. So for that, we need to create an action means what we need to do, what this Copilot will take the action, right? For us, it will create an action. So we will create an action here, and for us, send an email. So this is basically a very similar to the Power Automate flow. So I will use send an email, Office 365. So if you are using this for the first time, then it will ask you to connect, reauthorize. So for us, for me, it is already connected. Okay, I'll just click on next. I will just give a name of this action is send an email. Here also, I will give a description which I have written down. Send action description. The operation sends an email to tell customer whether they can have a loan from our bank as per the car loan policy. Okay. Now I will just change it to Copilot authentication. And in the input and output, it is very important, like to whom it will send. So I will keep it as same as it is, because I will let Copilot to understand and send the email to whom it will send the, because it actually has to send the email to the person who has seen the email. So it is Copilot responsibility to whom it will send the mail. Subject, I will not change anything. Copilot will decide based on the email body or email query what the best fit subject will be. That we will see later on while we are testing it. And body is basically Copilot will generate as per the natural language what is best. Okay. I will not change anything in the output. Input and output, it is done, and our send action is created. We will go to the knowledge to see whether it is ready. It is ready. So now what we will do, so as of now what we have done, that's a recap. We have created the agent with a name, car loan advisor. We have given the description. We have given the knowledge, from which knowledge source the Copilot will analyze the policy and share the loan eligibility. And we have also have created action, means Copilot will send an email. Okay. Now we will create a trigger means, what is the trigger point to send or analyze it? We will add as a trigger of email. That means whenever a Copilot or a company is receiving the email from the customer, then only it will send the email after analyzing all the details, and it will send the email with all the eligibility criteria to tell customer whether they're eligible. If eligible, how much, with how much interest. If not, then why this is not eligible as per the policy. So we will create a trigger. Trigger means when a new email arrives. Okay, it's basically, as I mentioned, it's like a power automate flow, but we are not creating any flow, we are just creating a trigger. So now it is done. So we can mention some conditional thing like to which email box, to which, when, if someone, look, we will keep it blank because for our case anyone can send any email, so we will not do anything here. We'll just wait for this process to be completed. All right, the trigger is completed. Now what we have done, we have created the copilot, given the description, we have given the knowledge, the policy, we have given the actions, email, we have given the trigger point, right? At the last we will give an instruction. The instruction, it's, I mean, why last? Because the way I have written the instruction. So before we talk about instruction, what is instruction? That is a very important part, right? This is what is instruction. I have mentioned that copilot will do this and the all, right? So I will write the instruction like you are instructing a person that what to do and when to do. Analyzing a document is a part, but when this will analyze, when this will send which email, when this agent, will send the application form, those instruction we will write in a natural language. We are not creating any flow and all, we are just giving the instruction. So for me, I have created an instruction so that it aligns with our processes. I will just read out. So it is the instruction I have created. Like you are a customer service agent, task with managing car loan eligibility check from customers. Customers will send email with their personal details, and you should use the knowledge provided to decide if the customer is eligible to apply for car loan and with amount eligible with interest applicable to them. You should follow the steps below without missing any. When you receive the email with a subject line car loan details, then perform the following task. So task, what is the task? Parse the body of the email to identify the type of customer, salaried, individual, self self-employed, priority customer. If they did not specify about their type, you should first ask to customer about their type, salaried individual, or if they are priority, if they are non-salaried, and then search your internal knowledge base information for type of customer. Okay, what is internal knowledge base? It is the knowledge we have updated. So basically, I'm instructing what to do when. And here, use the action send an email. You remember we have created the action and we have given the name as same send an email. Here, send an email, right? We'll go to instruction. Oh, sorry. I think I've removed it. Again, I will paste it. Okay, use the action send an email to write an email response to the customer advising whether they can avail the car loan, and so you can just pause it and see what is. And the last what you have written, if and only when the customer is eligible for car loan after the assessment, you should send the car loan application by email. Here is a link of the car loan. So it's basically purely on the natural language I am instructing, and it will act based on my instruction, nothing else we need to do. Okay, now I will save it. So now our copilot is ready, our agent is ready to perform. But before publishing this one, it's always preferable, suggested by Microsoft, that you should test it. So here maybe I will write, hi, I am salaried individual, tell me how much I will get as a loan. So now you will notice it not only test, but it actually shows the testing map, activity map, what it is doing. See, now it is finding the knowledge source. It will show you it is correct or not. It is basically it has checked from here and it has given the output from here. Okay. So now if you see, as a salaried individual, you are eligible for the car loan of this amount. This is the eligibility. The income eligibility will be based on the form 16. And so if we go to the maybe if I go to the knowledge source, sorry, I think we can do this from here. So this is the policy which I have updated as a knowledge source. So exactly same thing which has updated and which has understood, analyzed, and it is sharing the details. So if I go back to the Copilot, so I can ask, okay, send me one email. It will send me the email. So basically, while you are testing, it will also show you the activity map like it has done. Okay. So now our Copilot is ready. Before we go ahead and test this, magical thing, I'd like to give a recap because it's always better you remember what I am saying. That first, we have created this agent in the Copilot Studio. We have given a name, Carlon Advisor. We have given a description, and then we have created an action. Sorry, before that we have added our knowledge source, the policy I would say, and then we have created an action, send an email. We have also created a trigger. Trigger means when, what is the trigger point, right? And here we have enabled this orchestration under the orchestration, and we have disabled the allow the AI to use its own general knowledge. Why? Because I don't want, or the organization does not want Copilot to use any other external knowledge. Rather, instead, the organization wants only to use this knowledge, whatever is updated in the knowledge source. After that, we have given the instruction. Why we have given it later on? Because in our instruction there are many things. It actually dependent on our actions, action name here, knowledge, activity, and all. That is the reason we have given the instruction. So basically, it's all on the natural language. We are instructing the agent, and agent will perform based on the natural language instruction. So now we will go to the email. I will send the email to the Copilot, and Copilot will answer or analyze or assess based on certain test cases. So let's see. And one last thing I forgot to mention, the once you are done, you need to just click on publish. So without publishing, it will not be working the way you want. So we just click on publish. It will take some time. All right. So our agent is published. Now we can test it. All right. So now, after completion of the configuration, deploying the or publishing the Copilot, now we're going to test couple of things, couple of scenarios, not only one or two. We'll test positive, negative, some confusing scenarios. So we'll start at first that we will ask Copilot without giving any customer type, so that as per our instruction it should not give any details. Rather, it will revert back and say, hi customer, share your customer type. Without that, it will not provide any details as per the instruction which you have provided, right? So what I will do, I will call status, call details, hi team. So I am playing a role of customer. I'm sending the email to Copilot, and it will, so this is basically the email box which is configured with the Copilot agent. Hi team, i I want to know about the from your bank. So basically, I'm trying to confuse Copilot that whether it has understood it is analyzing or not. Because as per our instruction, it has to tell us that it has to ask customer the which type of customer this is. Let's see. I've sent the email. I will wait. Yay! All right, we have received the email. See what it has sent. It has sent me the email that, "Hi Rami, thank you for reaching out to us regarding the car loan. To proceed with your request, could you please specify your type from the following options: salaried individual, self employed non-individual, priority customer. Once we have this information, we will be able to provide you with the details of your car loan eligibility. Best regard, customer service team." One thing I would say that this email format looks very clumsy, which I still need to figure it out how to format this from the Copilot. But still, at least now we are able to test this, right? So now, if you notice that as per our instruction, since customer has not provided any type of customer, it has not stated any details. Rather, it had reverted back and said provide the details of the customer type. So now our first scenario is passed. Now we will test another one, which is now we will give all the details like my team. I am a salaried individual and I earn 2.6 lakhs per year. Kindly share the loan eligibility and interest rate for me. So my expectation is that now Copilot will share about the details, but only the salaried individual loan amount and interest rate, not the other which we have added in the knowledge as part of policy. Let's see. All right. Now, if you notice, these subjects are also changing because it is actually generating the subject based on the natural language, right? And here also, if you see the previous one, car loan details, additional information required. It's all basically dynamic, which is generated by agent. So now the agent has sent me the email. Hi Ramit, thank you for reaching out to us based on the information you provided. As a salaried individual earning 2.6 lakhs per year, you are eligible for a car loan of this amount with an interest rate of this. Please feel to call our customer department to know more about this loan eligibility. Additionally, you can apply for the car loan using the following link. So if you notice, in our previous one, there was no link because this customer was not eligible. Now this customer is eligible. It has stated the subject. It is also stating the interest rate and the eligible amount, and also where we have instructed that only when the customer is eligible, then only share this form. It has picked it up, it has followed the instruction and shared the details. So this is basically the beauty of agent, autonomous agent, that it will understand your language, it will generate the language based on the analysis it has done. So now our positive cases are done. Now we will test the negative one. Negative means now we want to see whether the Copilot understand if the customer is saying it, yeah, it's salary is less than the threshold limit, what it will do. So details. Hi team, I am a salaried individual and I earn 2.3 lakhs per year. Sorry, let me know if I am eligible and how much the money and interest rate. So this customer is sending this email without knowing that he is not eligible. Copilot will answer based on the policy it will analyze that this customer is not eligible. So ideally, it will not share this form which has shared right now because this customer is not going to be eligible. Let's wait. All right. So if you see, this email has come that, "Hi Ramit, thank you for reaching out. Based on the information provided, you are a salaried individual earning 2.3 lakhs per year. Unfortunately, the minimum net annual salary required to be eligible for a car loan is 2.4 lakhs per annum. Therefore, you do not meet the eligibility criteria for a car loan at this time." If you notice, this has analyzed the policy and it has stated that it is that the customer is not eligible. At the same time, it has not shared the link to fill up the credit card form. So it understand based on the instruction we have given, it the link has to be provided only when the customer is eligible. So for this case, the customer is not eligible. So this is one of the negative scenario I want to test. Now we will be confusing the copilot by asking for lower interest rate. Let's see. So my team, I am a salaried individual and I earn 5 lakhs per year. I want to avail 5% interest rate. Please let me know how can I do that. So basically, this customer is eligible as per the salaried income threshold, but this customer is asking for lower interest rate, which Copilot will tell the customer that it is not possible, and it will also not share the link because this customer is not eligible yet, right? So we will send the email. We will wait. All right. Again, we have received the email. Again, you see, hi Rami, thank you for reaching out to us based on the information provided as an individual earning rupees 5 lakhs per year. You are eligible for a car loan up to this with an interest rate of this. Unfortunately, we do not offer a 5% interest rate at this time. For more details, you can contact our customer service. If you notice that this customer was eligible as per the threshold, but it has understood that the customer asking for lower interest rate, which Copilot ideally is not supposed to do that. So it has not stated anything. It has not stated that eligible. It has redirected the customer to the customer service department. So see, we have not instructed to do these things, right? We already instructed to do couple of things, but based on the ask, based on the natural language, it is acting like a agent, a human agent, right? That is the reason experts are saying that Copilot autonomous agent can bring a revolution in the industry. So this is just a 1% of Copilot agent what we have seen today. It has much capability, right? It's not only emailing. Email is very basic. Like, it can do activity, like it can create some Excel file. It can copy the details of the customer. It can update the details. So it can do many things. It's just the 1% what we have seen today, but at least we have been able to test this scenario, and I hope you have understood the concept, what Copilot autonomous agent can do. And in the subsequent series, I will be coming up with other case studies as well so that you can relate what Copilot can do, right? So that's what for this video, what I wanted to showcase. I hope you have liked it. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. Stay tuned for another video like this. Bye.